Hey y'all, this is your girl CC for real, and I'd like to tell you, baby, subscribe to my channel. I'm waiting for you to subscribe actually, and then we go. Okay, let's get into the video. So today we're discussing about how bad character can corrupt good morals, and the scripture of the day is 1 Corinthians 15:33 that says, "Do not be misled. Bad character corrupts good." Oh, sorry, bad company corrupts good character. And actually, sometimes we really, as Christian people, like to indulge ourselves and put ourselves close to unbelievers because obviously we're in the world, and sometimes we may think friendship with them may be harmless, and actually it may be beneficial in a sense that you, as the believer, may try to bring someone closer to God. But in all actuality, what you're going to start realizing is that it is not going to be happening as you thought it was, because over time it's actually easy for darkness to engulf the light instead of vice versa. You, as the person that has good moral standing and a good moral compass and direction, is easy to be sucked in back to the world. And this process will definitely happen gradually, that you will not notice. And I'd give an example that I had this friend of mine. That time I was really into God, and I remember I had done 2 years of isolation and just being me and God and friendless and no friends and no nothing. And so I met this person and we started becoming friends. And one day I just noticed myself that I used the F word. And remember that cussing was a thing that I had conquered. Like, it was a thing that I would never ever use in my vocabulary. And I had really conquered it. I had really gotten over it. And I noticed that that word escaped from my mouth, and I thought I really caught myself like, oh, is this me who has said this, And I started assessing myself, and I quickly realized, oh my God, ever since I started hanging out with this person, I started using the F word. And this is not me. This is something that I had like 100% conquered. And it was not just the F word. I started using the B word as well, and sometimes I wouldn't just utter the B word from my own mouth. Sometimes it was in my head. I want to curse, but I do it in my head. And I was like, no, I think I really need to assess this friendship. And I actually vocalized to this person and told them that I don't think curse words are really permitted in this friendship, and I don't think that this is something that is going to help me grow, And the intention of me being with this friend was very positive, but you can see in the end of it all, it became negative in a way, because I had started again carrying back traits that I had in the world. And this is something that I had really asked God to take out of my life, and that I had really conquered. I thought so. And now it started becoming a struggle. Now it is a struggle that is being reintroduced to my life once more. And I was like, no, this is not true, and this is not good. I mean, if you know what I'm saying. And another part is that most of the time people do not know that this scripture of Amos 3:3, that how can two walk together unless they agree, is really real. Because in the spiritual realm, the two of you that are working together, that means you're in covenant. So whatever this other person is putting out, that means you're in covenant to receive it, and you're in agreement with it. So meaning that that is manifested into your life too. So most people do not know that friendships are covenantly based in covenantly operational in our lives. So meaning that the two of you are always going to agree, especially with the bad thing. I don't know why it happens like that, but it happens like that mostly. So like, if this other person is not really sanctified, they will really suck you in to where you did not want to be. Another example is when I had this other friend, and we were both Christians. Now this was on a Christian level, and we were both going to church. And then one day I'm in shock. We just decide to go to the club. This friend suggests, but I don't think going to the club is bad. Let's just go to the club. In my conscience is like, but I remember like I've overcome this. Like this is not really my thing. This is not really what I should be in. But I told myself, okay, let me just not be a boring friend and go. Like I had to compromise. Now the subject of compromise comes in. I had to compromise, and I started thinking like, oh, okay, let me not just act like a church girl. Let me just be cool. Okay, I won't drink, I promise. Obviously, because I'm not supposed to drink, I won't drink, I promise. But I'll just go to the club and see what other people are doing. I mean, come on, let me just have fun, let me let loose. And at the end of this encounter, I obviously regretted it, and I was like, no, this is not where I was supposed to be. And look at it, this concept was introduced by someone else. And that's why I'm telling you, sometimes it is not just that this person has to be a Christian. You have to really examine the fruit of a person. It is not the fact that they go to church every Sunday, it is the fact that their fruit is not fruiting, if you know what I mean. So you need to really examine the fruit of this person. What kind of fruit is this person bringing? What kind of fruit is this person bearing? Does this person have the fruit of the Spirit? Does this person have the fear of the Lord? And leave alone the fruit, let's talk about the fear of God. This person does not maybe have the fear of God. So you might think this person is in church, but this person may be in church because being in church is a ritual that they was introduced to ever since they were children. So we really need to be careful examining the fruit and discerning the spirit. Which spirit is this person operating in? Because they might be in church, but they might be operating on a different level. And another thing that this thing really causes, in the end of this friendship may look innocent, but in the end of this, there'll be a lot of backstabbing, there'll be a lot of hating and all these other things. Why? Because light and darkness are always in a consistent fight. So this is the spiritual realm. So things may be clashing in the spiritual realm, and how it manifests in the physical realm might be fighting, maybe betrayal, maybe backstabbing, and all these other bad things. So it is really imperatively, like extremely imperative, to examine the fruit and discern the spirit behind this person, because some of these friends are not really sent to actually be our friends. They're really on assignment to destroy us, to take us back to take us back to the world, to make us backslide to where we were from in all these toxic traits. So you all subscribe to my channel and watch out for the enemy's devices. I love you.